That hurt. Are we on? Are we on?
Yeah, start when you're ready.
They tell me I'm just checking. You out there? And you dudes out there looking to be dangerous on the lead guitar, man? Really dangerous? You know, like seriously dangerous? Need to know some scales. Well, there's one scale in particular that is the most abused and used, and you really should know that scale. That's the A pentatonic minor scale. 5th fret it starts. Now, you'll see all kinds of fingering to that and all kinds of names for this scale, but I'm going to tell you why I play the fingering this way, and then you can make your own decision. I use my first and my pinky here, my 1st and 3rd here, 1st and 3rd, 1st and 3rd. I keep my fingers lined up with the fretboard so that my hand position is lined up. Reason for that, there's all kinds of passing notes in between the notes that are in this scale that you can use as fill notes for different color. Create different sounds. There's like thousands of famous riffs that use this, so I don't know where to start with that, but I'll give you a few examples at the end. But basically, if you were to practice this scale, like if you were to lock yourself in your room with a metronome for the next 6 years and just practice this scale, don't eat, don't drink, don't do nothing except practice the scale, you'd be really good in it. Not too long of a time. The scale really helps you a lot. It gives you reference points. That's the A pentatonic scale. 1st, 4th, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 4th, 1st, 4th. On my right hand, the picking hand, it's down, up, 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 down, up. All the way through, you want to alternate your picking. Yes, the scale is movable. You can play it anywhere. Wherever you play it, you have to keep the same distance. You'll notice up here as you play up higher in the fretboard, the frets are closer together, so you have to readjust because it's not a visual distance that you measure, it's a fret distance that you're interested in. Okay, so I'm just going to stay in A now because that's kind of in the middle of the fingerboard and that works out really good. A few other secrets is to use your fingertips. Yeah, I know. When I'm playing a solo, I don't use my fingertips all the time. You know, like... Oh, I shouldn't have done that, man. You know what? I just realized something. I added a whole bunch of notes to that scale. Okay, back to this scale. I'll keep it basic. I don't want to lose you all. Don't be eating pizza right now, okay? You're going to ruin it for me. Let me finish my 5 minutes of fame. Okay, here we go. Again, nice and even, nice and smooth. Okay, I got to ask you guys, how much time have I got left before the pizza guy gets here? Couple minutes? Okay, we got time for this then. Yeah, never give up your pizza. Secret to my speed is pizza. Spaghetti is second choice. Okay, so here's the scale. Now what are you going to do with this thing? Well, it's the key that you're in, whatever key that is. Like if you were in A minor, like Stairway to Heaven, this would be a good scale to solo with. That scale. That's a good scale. I did go outside a little bit, but don't tell anybody. Back to this. Nice square hand technique, thumb centered, you know. Fingers at a nice arced angle. When you move across, you don't want your hand to twist like that. You don't want to look like you're trying to do some yoga move on your guitar. Keep your hand relaxed. And of course, like I said, this is the hardest way to play this scale. Once you get that going. And now, of course, my plan is to move up and down the fretboard. Another thing, okay, where'd that metronome go? They stole it, see? See this funny little device here is called a metronome. I usually practice with a metronome if I'm gonna. This is one of these stupid ones that has a little buzzer in it, and usually you gotta find it like a nice speed. Of course, this metronome isn't very good for my practice because it's not loud enough. You can barely hear it. But I usually use a drum machine to practice with because I like to practice with my distortion on, which I call my talent button, and I won't step on this. And I'll practice it with the distortion because when you practice scales, you have to practice in all the ways you're going to use the scale. So, for example, if you like to play a lot of heavier music or music that has distortion in it, then you got to have a talent button to do that. And this is my talent button, and it makes me sound good even if I don't know what I'm doing. That's all the same scale too, by the way. Just I'm regrouping the notes to give me a different sound. But any of the notes in that scale work together. If you're in that key, those notes belong in that key. They're in the same family. They got the same blood type. They're the same family. Like I said before, there's lots of songs that use this scale. Hundreds of them. I can think of like Iron Man uses a scale with an extra added note to it. I thought about Crossroads, the Cream version. It uses that scale. This is like just hundreds of them. They all use the same scale, just slightly rearranged notes. Even Bob Marley. If you like Bob. Oh yeah, we're not teaching reggae today. Yeah, and I gotta hurry up because I'm running out of time. And pizza and beer are waiting. All right, this is the main theme of all these lessons, pizza and beer. So if you're gonna pay me in pizza and beer. Okay, I'll give you an address later, you can send it there. So with this scale, you've got to learn to move it around. Man, they made me sit on this chair. My butt aches. Hang on, I got to move. Here we go. Try again. I've been sitting on this chair for hours to figure this out. These guys won't even feed me till I finish. Man, that really sucks, man. This is what they call a starving musician. This is truly what it is. Starving musician. Yeah, you got to get better at this scale. Down, up, pick. Then move it up. Do the same thing again. Do it so you can sit here and just not even think about it. Learn to play it up in the higher registers. On this guitar, I've got a lot of reach, so I can get way up 17th, 19th fret fairly easily. It's a really good scale. I'm just having fun with it. Actually, they're paying me to practice right now, and they don't know it. I just keep practicing. Yeah. I'm charging them big bucks for this, man. Big bucks. Whoops. They're going to edit that later. So yeah, wherever you move it, it works really good, wherever you move it. It's great scale. You'll love it. It's used in 70% of the solos that we're familiar with. And you need to work on it and work on your down up picking. It's your coordination. You don't have to play it fast. It even sounds good slow. A pentatonic minor. Have fun, kiddies. Stay out of trouble. See you next week.